Hello, everybody. We are streaming from Facebook page and from Instagram live video because we are having issues from YouTube. It shows only like we are going live, like we are currently starting live video on YouTube, but it doesn't work. I don't know what is the reason for it, actually. So I will wait until people will go by the link that I have provided to the chat from YouTube streaming. One moment, I will check if people are writing. So I gave information about it, but YouTube is not letting us in. I don't know why it is happening because it was everything was set for a certain time, but for some reason it is not letting us live. Maybe because of the topic COVID-19. Maybe there are some restrictions for I don't know live videos about this topic for a moment. I'm not sure. So I will keep trying to go live from YouTube, but I did it already about 10 times, so I'm not sure that will work. So I hope people will see the link, go to Instagram or to Facebook page live. And yeah, I see that people are coming to Facebook and also Instagram. Hello, I see that people are gathering. I'm glad that because I don't know, YouTube just decided not to let us in, and for some reason, I don't know. Maybe again there are some restrictions on this topic. Probably, most likely, because I don't know whether it's another reason for this. Uh, uh, Also, our IT team will be tracking and informing people on YouTube that the live streaming is on Facebook and on Instagram. Can you please write in comments if you can hear me and see me on the stream in Instagram and Facebook? So that I can understand that you can actually hear what I'm saying. Can you please write into the chat or put a plus into chat so to have um, understanding from my side that I can start the topic. Yeah, thank you, thank you. Yeah, thank you. So I have a feedback that people can hear me and see me. And I also will later save these videos for people that could not connect to YouTube and put the video, I hope, to YouTube as a recorded video. Thank you. And I probably we will start already our conversation regarding how we cope with this quarantine topic. And I'm really disappointed that YouTube is not letting us in because probably a lot of people subscribe to that specific stream, and yeah, it's not working from any computer. So we have very good internet. It is working. Everything was actually checked before yesterday, today, but for the certain time, it is not letting us in. So probably we cannot talk on YouTube about something. Yeah, like okay. Let us come. Let us start from the very beginning. Everybody is facing the same thing right now in the world, and I want to send my, I would say, like, hold on their words to everybody who is facing quarantine. And I hope that in every country there is not so not so bad situation. Or every country took some measures regarding quarantine. Some countries are less, I would say, like как это, suffering. I would say, like, yes, suffering from this situation, because we all know that all people, like rich, middle class, poor, everybody will be facing some difficulties regarding this. Like businesses, everything is suffering. But I want to share with you how we cope with this situation on the moment. And I'm glad that many people are coming in, still interested in surrogacy programs, in fertility treatment, even like understanding that right now it's not possible to travel so easily as it was before. And what I wanted to start from is inform you what restrictions we have faced in Ukraine. And as our intended parents ask me when it will end, like uh, um, I would be glad to know when it will end, but I can only suggest. And for today's live stream, I was preparing as much as possible, gathering all possible information. So on the moment, we have closed borders. It means that we cannot travel from Ukraine, and nobody can enter. Like only Ukrainians can enter, but on their own car. Uh, like there is no train connection, no airport. Airports are not working. Air connections is postponed. And like trains are not, buses, like everything has stopped. Only on your private car you can enter if you are Ukrainian or permanent resident of Ukraine, or you have a special permission for a very like serious reason to enter Ukraine. And we will talk about our serious reason. For example, parents that want to enter Ukraine for the birth of a baby, and this is quite a serious reason to enter the border. And what we are facing right now is that people that are waiting for actual birth in, I would say, this month, next month, in summer, they're frustrated and they don't know what they will be able to come actually for the birth, or at least some time period after the birth. And to tell the information that I have on the moment to you, I can tell you that it is possible to enter Ukraine for the birth. And we also have sent a letter to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs to give us instructions on how to receive a special permission to enter the border. I probably will start from this because I think parents that are looking live stream right now, they want to hear right away what they should do in order to enter Ukraine. So the first step that you should do is, if you are in our agency or if you are in other agencies in Ukraine, is to contact our embassy of Ukraine in your country, and to receive information, like to inform them that you are intended parents, that you are awaiting of surrogacy birth in Ukraine, and to receive information from them what steps you have to do for receiving this permission. Also, we have contacted the border control for information what documents you should have entering the border. So I have the confirmation that foreigners are allowed to enter only in case they're permanent residents or they have a special permission from Ministry of Foreign Affairs and embassy. So of course, there will be connections and special permissions for also different reasons, for like diplomats, like many things that can enter, many things, and like special situations for people that have to enter Ukraine, and the reason to meet your baby, like biological baby and official baby, like you have the special permission. Actually, you have to receive it, and I have information that people and parents do receive it. uh, uh, why we have not recently applied for it? Because we have this month such a situation that we managed uh, to have like this period when we are having no birth right now, and all births of babies and all entrance of parents happened before the quarantine. So I can give you a breakdown how we managed to do the documents and to bring parents home, even in this special, I would say, circumstances of quarantine. So during this time, we had several couples actually leaving Ukraine when the border were already shut down, leaving Ukraine with babies and with passports. We did emergency passport for Germany, and in one day. And the couple left Ukraine by the evacuation airplane that was going from Kiev to Germany. Then we had couple that were in stimulation, like two couples in stimulation for their own eggs in Ukraine during quarantine. They had to wait about 1 week or something. They contacted their embassies and they were also evacuated to their countries. So the flights actually are happening, and the flights that people are coming actually to Ukraine this period as well. So the borders are not totally shut down for everybody. There are special cases that can enter. We also right now are in process with several couples that currently are receiving citizenship, passports, and also are in contact with their embassies to leave Ukraine. So we have no couples that have suffered from, I would say, stuck in Ukraine with babies. We have no couples like this. All the couples were leaving Ukraine, sometimes even faster than they could in normal situation. So, for example, the embassy for Germany, they are doing like for 1 month, for several weeks, the passport. This time, I'm like extremely thankful to that embassy. They did it in 1 day. So I want to say that this situation is not so bad. Couples will be able to enter Ukraine and to receive birth certificates. It's possible to do now in Ukraine. The only thing is that it is not possible to put special stamps from Ministry of Foreign Affairs. There will be some small restrictions on that, but I hope that it will be possible in few weeks. Maybe like they will understand that they will have to let us put the stamps on special documents for that. So the next birth we will face, I would say, like possible birth somewhere in end of April. So officially in Ukraine we have a quarantine till 24th of April, and there are no signs right now that it will be prolonged, and it will not stop at the one time, like 1 day. It will be probably first they will start opening small businesses, then maybe transportation, like local buses, and then maybe trains, but it will not end like this in one day. uh, like I think that probably May will be the month that they will step by step make the restrictions less serious. Like they will let us travel from city to city, because now we cannot travel from city to city by transportation, by like government transportation. We are able to travel by own car only. um, we are doing embryo transfers right now. We are not postponing embryo transfers, but we are postponing the stimulation of egg donors, because some egg donors have to travel from other cities, which is not possible on the moment. And probably we will start programs like from end of May, I think, and maybe summer. Currently, we have right now about 20 pregnant surrogate mothers that require like everyday attention, medical support, financial support, and so on. So we are not suffering financially right now as a company. We're absolutely fine. And I would say that it's just, I feel very sorry for parents around the world that they are suffering from this unknown situation. They all planned to be at the birth, and it really hurts me. Like I can understand, I can fully connect to your situation when you don't know how it will be. And believe me, every person that is facing quarantine right now, they don't know how it will be. Nobody knows how it will turn. But I want to encourage you and tell you that we are will be doing our best officially, like connecting with structures, with governance structures, pushing through, uh, letting them know that they understand that this is a serious situation. And as soon as I have official answer, I'm interested in answer from Ministry of Foreign Affairs. I will let you know on official like Facebook page and everywhere where it's possible to inform you from social medias about the answer from Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Uh, okay. What are the restrictions right now, and what measures we take? We make for our surrogate mothers. What are they facing actually? Are they scared or not? So as soon as we had the quarantine started and everybody were advised to stay home, and actually we are allowed to come out. There are no restrictions like to come out on the street. We can go to shops. We can actually, we are not restricted to go outside, but we are restricted to go to parks, to the seaside, to like everywhere where you can, like, the park areas. You cannot be there actually without a reason, because you can go to park only to walk, and this is not a good reason enough to just come out. You can come out to pharmacies to buy something, to do some, like, to explain what you're doing actually outside. And you have to wear a mask outside. And probably like no more restrictions, only for elder people, like over 60. They have to stay home, of course. And because they can be infected and suffer from the infection, and get to hospital and have like severe virus, and they can get very sick and are under a big risk. But from my personal opinion, the quarantine measures are, I, I would say it's like overwhelmed a little bit, because people are not able to get right now it's a lot of sun and fresh air, but children are not able to be in parks. So what is actually happening, the people with children, with small children, are walking along the streets, and even getting closer to each other than they would be at the seaside or in parks. So many things were done, I would say, in rush. So the government were rushing to shut us down, but they didn't think that it will like make even worse, because people are just they're anyway on streets, they're anyway contacting. The masks are not wear properly, the legs like somewhere here or here. So, and the only thing I think is reasonable is the closed schools, closed I would say like shops where you can go and buy some clothing or something. So transportation is also a thing that has to be closed for a while. But people will not, they will suffer a lot financially. Businesses, just people, some people have no money for food already and to pay the rents and so on. So it will be a challenge for Ukraine. It will be a challenge, definitely. Uh, Thanks God, we have our programs, payment plans done in such way that we have payment plans. So that's why we are not suffering financially. We have always financial income to support our surrogates and surrogacy programs. So we are like, we're not suffering on the moment. But in case, I would say, will be prolonged till June, till July. Yeah, I think it will be a challenge for us as well. So I don't think it will be till July or August. So there will be a month they will be start suffering financially, and like it will probably affect surrogates for, but I don't think we will go so far, like till August. I don't think it will be happen like that. Um, so also, yeah, about the surrogate mothers, they all are supplied by disinfectors, by special liquids. Um, they're informed not to go outside unless they need something. And also for local surrogates that are in Odessa and around, we supply them with like medication that they need uh, through delivery company like Post, local Post. It's a private company that has couriers that are delivering things, anything what is like anything you can possibly imagine, they can deliver to your home. So what that is what we do, because sometimes they need extra progesterone, extra medication. We deliver everything to their apartment. Also, of course, they're not restricted to come out. Pregnant women, they need movement, they need air. They Some of them are like happy because they have their own homes, actually like suburb areas, and they can come out and breathe, not leaving their own like property. So we are happy that most of them are in their own homes. And what else, like nothing actually changed for them a lot. They are supported, and when they need to do ultrasounds and some special tests, they are brought by taxi to Odessa, and they go through ultrasound. Like clinics where we work are not shut down. They are working, maybe a little bit less working hours, but they are working. And we have scheduled ultrasound. There are some medical tests that cannot be skipped. like they have to be done, like screenings for Down syndrome, other screening, like genetic screenings, they cannot be kept because they have to be done on certain gestation weeks. Ultrasounds as well. We cannot miss ultrasound because only on ultrasound some pathologies can be found, and if it's done later, we can just lose time, and it cannot be done like that. So of course, it's not the first time actually that we're facing quarantine in Ukraine. Every season, I think also in every country, there are quarantine times for schools, some epidemic, not epidemic, but I would say like rise of viruses in like winter period, spring period, autumn period. So it depends, and it's not the like first time for us to buy disinfectors or masks. We actually do this. Even we did it last year, and we are familiar with all these disinfection things. And you know that viruses are like they're extremely dangerous for pregnant women. So we are familiar with this topic before this COVID quarantine. Okay, so for people that are willing to have surrogacy programs in future, or probably plan to come in spring, this end of spring, summer, also are frustrated because they wanted to to build their own families, to plan surrogacy programs, IVF programs, egg donation, and so on. And now they don't know how it will be. Will we operate or not? For those parents, I want to say that we will have a special program to prepare you, not to lose time this time of quarantine. You can prepare yourself for a visit online. Actually, we can do many things online, like confirm you for the program. We can have a consultation with the doctor, have a meeting, Skype meeting with the doctor. We can like Skype meet with you. What actually we have done it before, but now we can bring more online, more to online preparation. All you will need to do is to wait until the borders will be open, and just to come and to give your biological material, to meet surrogate, to probably do some paperwork that is not possible to do online. For example, to give the power of attorney to representative of our company at notary, at Ukrainian notary. And the most important is that to start a surrogacy program in Ukraine, you have to legally enter the border and receive a stamp in airport or in any border control place to be legally on the territory of Ukraine to start the surrogacy program. I would say that some agencies, they would say that you don't need that. So you don't need to be legally on the territory of Ukraine to start the program. But believe me, I know what is required, and it is not possible like to send a sperm or biological material to Ukraine, sign online agreement, and like to start surrogacy without entering Ukraine. You most likely you will face some difficulties later on receiving the birth certificate. So what we can do, we can bring most of the preparation process online, and even sign a contract with you online. But we will need more like medical tests from you. We will need to see your spermogram. I can suggest that not all parents have this documents right now, and medical tests are will be a challenge to receive this medical tests that are not available on the moment in some countries, because some labs are closed and you cannot move freely in the city and so on. So if it's possible, it's great, you can do this. If you have like 6 months old medical test, it's also possible that we will accept it. And like this, we can prepare ourselves for your visit, like in June, May, because I don't know when it will be open, but this time we can prepare for your travel, and probably it might bring your mind into ease when you will know that you are not wasting time. You are preparing for the program online, and all that you will need is just to take tickets and to come for paperwork that is required by according to the program. Meanwhile, we can find a surrogate. We can even meet you on Skype with her. We can choose you to select an egg donor for your program, and many things can be done online actually. And for people that will prepare like this online and will apply like this online, we will have very good discounts for our programs, from 1,000 to 2,000 euros from a program, from the first payment. And this is what we can do, like a discount to encourage you to prepare yourself. Of course, some people might say, oh, why we will start prepare ourselves if we don't know how it will work out. My answer is, imagine if it really worked out and borders are open, you can travel, and you find yourself not prepared for the program and you start all over. It means that you have lost 1 or 2 months that you could prepare, and if it will be not open, it's like that. So we will wait when it, or because I don't think that we are facing a lifetime quarantine. Actually, we will be open on some point. This is 100%, and during this time you can prepare yourself and then just be 100% ready, approved, understand what you will have, like what surrogate you have, like everything will be 100%, like 99% prepared. The only thing what you need is just to come and to do the very little things. So what else? Let me check. I was preparing for this live video and I have some notes. Yeah, actually, I think we're pretty lucky. Our company is pretty lucky to have amazing specialists also abroad that helped us through the document process with embassies, with passport process, Australian passport process, and many things helped us along the quarantine time, that we managed to, like, I'm really proud of my team. They're looking right now at the live stream, and I'm very proud how we managed to do it till now. And we also have like Skype meetings. We are not working from office. This is my like home office, and we are meeting on Skypes and always are in a process. Every day, nothing changed for us. We are working every day on many couples. As I said, we have about 20 in the program, only pregnant, and many waiting for the transfers. Many transfers done, and we're waiting for the pregnancy test results. So we're always in a process. And we actually were preparing to visit London on the 21st of March. All our team, like 6 people, received the visas, the UK visas, and we were so happy to receive it. And as soon as we received it, we faced this shutdown, lockdown, as I could say. Yeah, and the flights were canceled and our conference was postponed for September. So we still probably will come into London on the 19th of September, and that's why um, we have we did not cancel any new arrivals uh, it was yeah, in March. End of March was there were no arrivals of new couples because we had to be in London. That's why we had moved our arrivals for later. And we're expecting in June and many people. So they think can be like they can come in June, but I hope also May will be open. So what can I say? I don't know when it will be over, but I hope, and logically, what I think, it will be less and less restricted in May. Okay, I think I have covered most of the topic. And please, once again, I want to repeat that if there are intended parents that want to come for a surrogacy program to Ukraine or to our agency, please email me to our official email on our website, perfectsurrogacy.com, or to Facebook. Everywhere you can email me or send a message. And inform me that you want to start preparation during quarantine, and I will give you a discount that will be like connected to your case. We will know that you are applying for preparation during quarantine, and usually with every couple we're actually working from 2 weeks till 2 months to prepare, depending on the situation and of this, depending on the speed of the couple, how quickly they are preparing themselves by medical tests and many things. So we can actually save time. Contact me and I will give you the steps how we are preparing couples for surrogacy program during quarantine. Okay. I think I can start answering your questions, because I can imagine that people have some specific questions regarding our work, how we work right now, or we will be working in future, and what I could say from this point where we are now. I have probably told you everything what is possible. Also, one thing is very important: when you are leaving your country to Ukraine, I advise you also to contact your own government that will let you out of your country, because some countries are also restricted to fly out, to just to come out of your own country. This one thing that I did not forget. So I will be looking for your questions. Yeah, if you have some questions, please write in chat in Instagram or to Facebook. Yeah, what questions do you have? I can see that our intended parents that are in program right now are watching us. Regarding the birth certificate, while you are thinking on some questions, I want to tell you about the birth certificate. How actually what is actually happening right now? Is it possible to receive a birth certificate or not? So we have contacted our civil register, and on this Wednesday, the next week, they will answer us whether it's possible to receive a birth certificate without a actual presence, physical presence of intended parents. So it would be great if we could receive using our power of attorneys, because in our power of attorneys that we do it at our notary, it is stated that we have the right to receive the birth certificates. But we have actually never applied it. We have never done it because there was no restrictions for parents to enter, or like it never happened. We never needed it. So right now we are applying for such possibility to civil register, and civil register will find out with Ministry of not the Foreign Affairs, but the Ministry of Justice. They will find out if it's possible to do it right now in such case, because the border control is saying that they need a special document for confirming the parents can enter, and such document can be the birth certificate of a baby. So if we will be able to receive the birth certificate with civil register, the parents will be able to show the birth certificate and also some additional documents on the border and past the border. So it's currently all very new, and we are processing it. And we have couples entered the Ukraine, but these couples are from government structures. There are diplomats. There are some like special entrance documentation and so on. So we have different couples in our program. So some of them are able to enter. Some of them have to go through embassy. Many ways. So I will give you all the possible ways how to do it. Regarding the new couples, again, we can get a discount for a program, and not to lose time actually, because I can also suggest that you have suffered, some of you maybe have suffered financially, and you don't know how it will work for you for later. We will be able to to support your program financially for surrogacy and so on. I can understand all of your situations, and just let us know what your thoughts are. Are you able to start preparation, or you just need basic information? That is also possible. So you can contact in any way. Yes, there is a question. Is there a conference in September for IPs? Yeah, of course. There will be the same conference that was planned in March this year in London, and now they have postponed it till 19th of September. But I suppose this is also approximate date. We will see how it will work for UK, for Ukraine, if we will be able actually to fly over, and if London will be allowing such conference to happen, because it was a lot of people planned to come, and maybe there will be some restrictions of number of people that are legally to gather together, so we don't know in what form we will gather. Maybe it will be some limited conference, limited number of people. We don't know how it will be. Probably I have said this sentence, I don't know, many times already, because actually it is like that. But something we know, and everything what we know from all over government structures and people from abroad, we can give this information, but not more. Yeah, people say that they feel sorry for people waiting for the babies. This is true. We all can connect to that emotion. But anyway, I tell you that till now we have not faced any suffering of couples that stuck or with baby or something. So on the moment we have couples with babies in Odessa, but they're just in a regular simple as usual process for passport. They're just waiting for their passport. The embassy processes the passport after citizenship, and they will be most likely able to fly out to their own country. Because other countries, they do evacuation flights. Some do free evacuation flights, like special airplanes. Yes, they prepare this. And the embassy is always providing this information to the citizens to let them know that they are able to fly out. So, and we usually advise all our parents to be in a constant contact, to inform that they are in Ukraine and be in contact with embassies. Okay. Also, I have an idea to make like educational webinars for intended parents that want to do a journey international surrogacy, not only to Ukraine but just in general. We will like cover such topics: how you can recognize a good agency, how you can like understand if this reliable agency, and if it what the negative sides of going without agencies, and what is the positive side of going without agencies. So we can cover many things, and it will be like educational webinars, and some of like first webinars, they will be free of charge. You will find many information, but also there will be a webinar that will be for some very small payment that will just cover the material that is prepared for you, and there will be massive information on how to prepare yourself actually to go for a journey without difficulties, without losing money, without long waiting for the program. Many things will be covered. So we're working already, I would say, like 8 years in this field, and so many experience that I feel that I have to give it to intended parents, to be able for them to go to not to suffer in surrogacy program, but to get only the goal, the healthy baby or babies. We have couples that are also coming back for more babies. So okay, I'm checking also what questions do we have more from you. If you have questions, so please let us know. Okay. One moment. Probably have to roll down. Okay, I can see now. I had to roll down the chat. There is a question. Could we start the preparation now if I can get our wedding certificate apostolized until the Italian authorities reopen? Yes, I think we can do this exception right now, because actually you have a marriage certificate, and apostille, it is required by the medical reproductive clinic, and it is also required when you are receiving the birth certificate in the civil register. But I think we can do this exception for you because you can actually start preparation for the program. Yeah, if you are already prepared, and only thing you need is to put the stamp on your marriage certificate, and you're not able to do this right now in your country or in country where you have received the marriage certificate. Yeah, it's possible we can do it. Yeah, contact me and I will tell you how to do it, how we can do it legally. And also we will have to receive an okay from a reproductive clinic to start it, having your marriage certificate actually. What happens if your country struggles financially? Would we have paid money upfront or only on arrival? We wouldn't want to risk losing money. Yeah, I understand your point. I think you're asking if you have to pay before your arrival for surrogacy program. As far as I understand, um, actually, uh, our programs, as I said, are built in such way that parents are paying step by step, and we have enough funds to cover all current programs. Uh, we don't have this, this situation when we are dependent on new arrivals of couples. So every program is paid separately. So for every couple, we have separate funds, and the couples are also covering the medical expenses for surrogacy during the program, during the pregnancy, and the final compensation to surrogate is done after she gives birth to a baby. So that means that you cannot actually lose money, because I don't know actually when you can lose money, because if they're already paid, they are going straight to the program. Your funds are going for covering like medical expenses, stimulation for egg donor, preparing the surrogate. So if you mean that the company will shut down because of financial struggles, it is impossible, because we have so many surrogates that um, it's not the situation when we can close office and just watch movies and do nothing. uh, this there are people, pregnant women, children that need care, and our programs are built in such way, thankfully, that the financial suffering is even probably not possible. So uh, yeah. And if you can ask more detailed what you mean, if you can lose money, please ask me here or in private messages, as you like. If you're asking for from about the first payments, we have a plan that it's possible to, after your quarantine preparation, you can send some payment in case you want to start surrogate mother search selection, egg donor search selection. This actually requires funds. In this situation, there will be a pay like online transfer after signing contract online only. But I do not encourage you to make full payments online without coming. It depends if you want to start before or after your arrival. How are your surrogates going? And what are they doing to minimize risk, mass social isolation, doctor visits, and so on? Yeah, I can see who is asking. Thank you. As I mentioned before, we are supplying our surrogates with masks, special liquids, disinfectors. There is a lot of information for them, how to act. Like our medical coordinator Natalia is doing her best to give as much as possible information to them, to explain the risks, in case they will be walking and touching everything, and so they are explained what is the risks if they would do that, and why they need to be at home or just walk outside their own garden. We have surrogates that have like living not in the city but outside the city, and which is now is even better because they can come outside. And I'm not on the side of full isolation at home, like let's stay in apartment or stay at home, because especially for pregnant women it's absolutely dangerous. The baby can suffer from hypoxia, so it's like less oxygen will come to baby, and this is a risky thing to do. So they're advised not to get in close contacts with people, not to go in some transport unless they need to go into taxi, for ultrasound, for a medical test that cannot be skipped. I advised and informed our medical department, medical support, that we are not doing any extra, not necessary medical tests, only planned medical tests, only planned ultrasound that cannot be skipped. So, yeah, of course, and some doctors' visits that can be postponed, we postponed for surrogate mothers. And actually, our surrogate mothers, they give us advices what to do. They say, like, are you sitting at home? Are you working from office? So they are giving advices to us how to not go outside. And I would say they were pretty scared from the beginning. They were asking if parents will be able to pick the baby. So they can actually understand that this is a challenging situation for everybody, and they asked to tell the parents, like, that tell the parents that I'm doing well and I'm not coming out, so they don't get frustrated. Like, they say that we pass to parents that they are doing fine. So they understand the situation. Also, they have their own children, and they are not coming out a lot with their children, and they are disinfecting their husbands and so on. So they're just regular people that are doing the same things as we do. We're not coming out too much, just to shops, and we're keeping the masks. And in Ukraine, there is only как она, ситуация, как она?
Emergency situation.
Yeah, there is two regimes, like emergency situation and emergency. Как? State of emergency and emergency situation. So two different things. We have emergency situation, which is not taking away the human rights. An emergency of state of emergency has to be declared by the government, and then like human rights are postponed. And like, not postponed, but probably like, yeah, postponed for a while. Limited, yeah. They're limited. But right now we have only the emergency situation. And if we walk outside right now, we will see actually many people outside, but they're in masks. Some of them are not. But you will be not able to enter any pharmacy, any shop. You cannot enter anything without a mask. So they will just not let you in. Some people are even driving in a mask. So it depends. Okay, what else? So I have more questions. Are parents allowed in the hospital at the moment, or are they collecting babies outside the hospital? This is a very good question, actually, because before we had births with intended parents. Mothers were able to meet the baby and to see the birth. Right now, I can say that this is restricted. I don't know if it will be possible, because the next birth, as I told you, we are expecting at the end of April, and it will be like 32 weeks. So it is considered like beginning of possible birth. So most likely it will be in May already. But I think till that time, they will not allow intended parents to be present on birth. But I hope most likely they will be able to be in hospital in a separate room and accept the baby in hospital and stay in hospital. But anyway, we are in everyday contact with the doctors from maternity houses, updating about the situation from the maternity house. And also, I'm sorry, I'm just my live video was stopped on Instagram because of they had just 1 hour. I will do it again. Okay. So in the maternity house, most likely they will not let you for the birth, like actually in the operation room, where the birth room, that we will not be able to enter. But we will see. Every day something is changing. Every day, a new situation. So probably the doctor will say it's possible, or it's possible only for mother, for example. We don't know how it, because we will fight, of course, for intended parents to be there. We will ask the doctor to let the biological father in. So, because intended parents are considered biological parents of the baby, surrogate baby in Ukraine. And we will fight, we will do possible and impossible. But those doctors in maternity house, they're also dependent on the health ministry orders. If they have such order not to let parents in, it's possible that we will not be able to do anything regarding this. Also, one thing, what I wanted to say, in case parents will not be able to enter Ukraine for the birth, and the birth will happen, and they will, for example, have like 1 week or 2 weeks more need to come for the birth, like after the birth. So what we will do, we will organize legal papers for that we are able to pick up the baby, and wait for the parents with a nanny. So there will be a special nanny with medical education, medical nurse, that will be 24 hours with the baby and waiting for parents. So parents will receive photos, videos. They will know everything what is happening. In case they have to open a special permission to enter, or they need extra time to enter. So it might happen during this lockdown, and we are able to do this. We are able to keep baby with a nanny, having legal documents for this, like legal allowance to do this. There is a question, what about the people who started the medical paper? Do we get offer of a discount? Yes. I will repeat again that if you are starting from today the medical paper, or I would say not even today, but if you have started recently, from beginning of this year, you have started to prepare, to find out information, to, like, you were sending medical papers, legal papers for checkup, and now you are facing that you don't know when you will be able to come. So if you are proceeding, like if you are still preparing yourself, not disappearing and not waiting for it, yes, you will get a discount for the program, and as soon as the borders are open, you're free to come, and you're very welcome, and you will get a discount from the first payment It depends also on the package that you're choosing. It will be from €1,000 to €2,000 discount, depending on the package. There are different packages from economy till the guaranteed perfect package, and also we have a new package with a gender guarantee when you have a gender selection for a certain for boy or a girl. Uh, but yeah, it depends on the package. It depends how soon you will come. So I would say that from the day that the borders will be open from your country and our country, so will be no restrictions to enter our country. From that moment and during 3 months from that date, if a couple is coming during these 3 months, they will be able to receive the discount and start the program actually. So everybody who is interested in preparing yourself for a program during quarantine and get a discount, you're very welcome to email me, to connect with me through any means right now, you like WhatsApp, Messenger, Facebook, Instagram, just a regular phone call, Zoom, everything what is convenient for you. You can contact me, and I will give you the full information regarding this quarantine preparation. This is nothing new for me because I have Skype interviews, Skype meetings almost every day is scheduled, and I'm often talking to parents. So it'll be the same thing. We can discuss everything, view your medical documentation, get feedback from a doctor. I can also organize for you a meeting with a doctor, just directly as if you would be here. Yeah, you're very welcome. Yeah, thank you so much. I can see a lot of parents that are currently in the program with us and that are currently preparing themselves for the program. And I'm very happy that you're interested. And actually, I thought a lot of parents would be pretty scared and not processing their preparation, postponing it. Some of them did postpone, but most of you did not get scared. And it's very interesting and encouraging for us because you are not giving up your dream to become parents so easily. Not even a virus can can harm it. So I'm really happy that you understand that it is a struggle, but we will go through this. And I wish you a lot of masks. I wish that you have a big supply of masks every day. We had a challenge to get it here in Ukraine, but we did. And I wish you a lot of sanitizers and I would say much humor in this situation, but as well, be careful. Do the restrictions that the government had put on you, and probably we will go through it without any harm. I hope all our couples, all our parents would be healthy and even don't have any temperature over 37. So, and no coughing. Promise me you will be fine. And we promise you that we are still working no matter what. We are fighters together with our intended parents. And yeah, you're also welcome to view our YouTube videos. There are many interesting videos on the surrogacy topics, the reviews from real parents that were in our program with us. And I don't know, I can talk a lot, I can talk many, many hours, but I think that I have covered much of everything what I know right now. And yeah, I will do updates on Facebook page. This is I think the most convenient thing to do for us. And on our website, there also a connection with the Facebook page. You can see updates on the website as well. And yeah, so um, I'm just checking if I have more questions. There is a question, if you covered this already, no problem. If you could just post the video later, yes, I will. It will be a live video like on Instagram, and I will see if I will be able to save it on Facebook. I will see if it's possible, because YouTube didn't let us in this time. I don't know why. How much time should we plan? Are trains running, planes? Yeah, right now nothing is running except the cars, the private cars. And all our couples, they took taxi right from Odessa to Kiev to get the evacuation plane. And one couple was brought by us from Kiev, just because we are bringing couple to Kiev. So it was like just circumstances that were lucky for us. I'm sure we will get you to Odessa anyway. It's nothing impossible for us. We will get you to Odessa from Kiev, and we will get you from other country to Ukraine. I'm just sure that there are ways, legal ways, to enter Ukraine for intended parents, because this is a pretty serious reason. The baby, I think this is a very serious reason to enter, and we will do legally for every separate couple, every separate country, to be able to bring you here and then bring you out of here to your home. So I was very happy to see so many people writing, and I'm waiting for your emails. I'm waiting for your feedback, for your questions. What do you think about all of the situation? And let me also know what is going on in your country. So I hope you will stay safe, healthy, and don't lose hope, and don't lose your humor. It always helps. Okay, so have a nice day or evening, or depends where you are. And remember that we need to stay humans and be kind to each other in this hard period. And God helps us all. Bye bye.